Justin Herbert, the true freshman from right here in Eugene and Sheldon High School, begins with play action and a throw over the middle. That's intercepted. Budda Baker ripped it away. And that's how Washington starts the night.
A true freshman going up against the #1 defense in the country at getting takeaways. You watch Justin Herbert work through his progression. The ball's just a little bit behind Charles Nelson. And that's the thing about this Washington defense. There is no room for error. They will capitalize on every mistake that you make. You see one of the best safeties in the country, Budda Baker, there with the interception.
Sack 12. This is Royce Freeman. And we talked about it off of the top. Oregon, the #1 rushing offense in the Pac-12. More than 8 yards per carry. Top 5 in the country, but not a lot of room inside. They are so big up front, Washington is. See where Oregon goes on 3rd and 5 against only a 3-man rush. Herbert throws across his body, and Nelson gets bottled up by Billy's evacuated inland. And all their families doing just fine. Third drive begins with a Royce Freeman run and has some room to get a few before Keyshawn Bierria.
Do all you can to help those who are affected by Hurricane Matthew.
Herbert to throw on 2nd down, stepped away from pressure and then got hit and dropped.
Pressure, I mean, they're just so tough to go against.
Herbert lets this one fly and had Nelson, but overshot.
For that Utah offense, in particular throwing the football.
See if Oregon can get something going with the offense. Herbert steps out of a tackle and gets close to a first.
If Oregon wants to be successful running the football,
which they do again. Royce Freeman off the right side, dragged down.
The football and getting to the edge of the Washington defense.
Here's a completion to Jaylen Brown, who's making success against this defense. Play action on 3rd down. Across his body, and it's caught. Working with that signature pace. Freeman downhill, has a hole, and has 5 or 6.
Opportunity might be getting a little bit tired out.
2nd down and 5. Freeman again, bottled up this time. Vita Vea. James comes in a running back. He's got it. Dances to the outside, and Vita Vea is waiting for him. No gain, 4th down and 8. Herbert steps away from pressure, throwing deep. Darren Carrington nowhere close, and they turn it over on downs. Double coverage out there from Kevin King.
Media all week, he said, we have a lot on our plate. We're focusing on this game.
All right, Jenny. Taj Griffin with a 1st down carry, and he gets planted by Azeem Victor. Body slammed after 5.
Azeem Victor, Keyshawn Bierria. Both of these linebackers fly around the football field. Let's see, there's some vicious hits going on.
2nd and 6. Charles Nelson makes a nice move and gets a few. That's like 3rd down and 3. Here comes 4. Picked up. So Herbert rolls and throws. Perfectly spotted for Darren Carrington. They've confirmed from upstairs that it was a catch, and away they go again. Taj Griffin finds a window to squeak through. Kevin King. 2nd and 5. Herbert to throw. Carrington's open. Carrington sets up 1st down and goal. Now they say that he dropped it. One official had catch, but the back judge said that ball came out, and it's 3rd and 5.
The Washington defense plays a lot of post safety coverage, so really the weakness is the seams, because there's going to be a post safety defender coming from right here to make a play on the football. Herbert does a good job getting it to Carrington with the ability to make the catch, but on the way down, Carrington's not giving either way there.
Yeah. 3rd down and 5, and they give it to Freeman. Freeman bounces off Victor, but right into the arms.
That Helfrich is gone for early.
Herbert steps up, takes off, needs the 21. Lunges for it, and it looks like he got it. Honor the Webfoot era, specifically that 1916 team. Herbert starts his drive with a throw to Darren Carrington, and we go down to Jenny Taft.
They said, we didn't come to Oregon to be unique.
Wow, look at that. Herbert flips it ahead.
Figure out a way to get the job done.
All-State and all 3 of them. Here at Sheldon High School in Eugene. Royce Freeman hit in the backfield and dropped by Joe. 2nd and 13. Settling in now. It's his tight end.
Let's see if he takes any more shots downfield.
7 of 11 so far against only a 4-man rush. He still feels pressure and has to throw it away. Oregon, let's see if the Ducks take advantage. Royce Freeman has room off the left side. Freeman's got a first down. Sends a message with his shoulder and
as well as Sam Uching.
Play action, incomplete. Charles Nelson on 2nd and 10. Freeman again, bubbling it to the outside again. Has room. Freeman is inside the 10. Stays on his feet, loses the ball, and Washington's got it. Every time it feels like Oregon's starting to grab some momentum, Washington takes it right back.
Recovered by Washington.
We talked about it coming into the game. Washington is #1 in the country in takeaway. One of the biggest reasons why is when they go to tackle any ball carrier, they're looking to get the football out. They rally to the football. That time it was JoJo McIntosh. And you see Keyshawn Bierria fortunate to be able to get the football before it rolls out of bounds. It easily could have been Oregon's football if it went about a yard further.
Oregon turned it over 5 times in their first 5 games, but they scores. On the 25, Herbert feeling pressure and finds a man. Nelson has it for a first down. And then a flag from the 48-yard line. Here comes Royce Freeman. Washington's defense. They look to throw. Shows off the arm strength. Darren Carrington has a first down.
Carrington's going to be a guy that really needs to step up.
Royce Freeman out of the backfield, and JoJo McIntosh, a missile out of the secondary to punish it.
Well, we talked about the eyes of the Washington defenders. JoJo McIntosh read this the entire way and makes the timely hit. He really lowers the boot.
Has a bad habit of hitting his own players too. Once a game, friendly fire from him. Herbert scrambles for 5. Herbert again in rhythm. Farrell Brown, but he's a yard short. 0 for 2 on 4th down today. Brooks James left side. First down. Spins his way free inside the 20.
Better top end speed.
Out of an empty set, they pump short to Carrington. Herbert back across the field for a touchdown. And it's him. Chris Miller did in his debut. Fake to Griffin. He sets, and he throws incomplete. Wanted Munt to keep going. 2nd and 10. Another play action pass, and Greg Gaines gets his second. 3rd and 16. They rush only 4 and still get home. Herbert feels it from the backside with Joe Mathis.
Here's Joe Mathis working one-on-one with left tackle Brady Aiello. And that's one of those counter moves he has. Joe Mathis is fast up around.
2 at halftime. The 2003 season. Beginning of the second half, he feels pressure and throws incomplete. In and out of the hands of Jalen. Pressure coming out of their secondary, gets rid of it to Farrell Brown, and Azim Victor plants him.
For the future.
They roll him on 3rd and 4. In rhythm, he goes underneath, and Nelson is hit by Budda Baker. Tony Brooks James, a nice hole. And he can't get away from JoJo McIntosh.
Bring him down. He's having a good game.
Look out. Got rid of it just in time. And Azim Victor with 3rd down and 2. Brooks James behind a pair of pulling offensive linemen has a first down. Hit by Taylor.
Defenses have a hard time getting him with their angles.
Back to him here. And he slices through an opening for another first down. Herbert trying to get around O'Brien. It has Taj Griffin coming loose for an Oregon touchdown.
That is a career high for Jake Browning.
Here comes a trick play. Nelson trying to get around Mathis. One-on-one. Joe Mathis, who's 6'2", 255, sticks right with Nelson.
I mean, does it get any better than that? I mean, why would you not pick Nelson to be able to get around Mathis in space with his type of speed. That's the type of athleticism that Mathis and really this defensive front for Washington has.
Herbert goes underneath the Brooks James. On 3rd and 9, a fake to Brooks James. He sets up and throws. Incomplete.
A team that's really dominated them the past few years.
Taj Griffin had a touchdown catch the last time he touched it. Here shows off great ability to change fields and accelerate across midfield.
Defense for the big game.
Coming short side for Nelson. His white shirt swarm. JoJo Macken. Brooks James. They're curving the stop, and it's 3rd down. Brooks James bounces to the outside, and a Carrington block gets him what he needs for 1st down. Herbert zips one. Nelson lays out and makes the catch.
Right to the hole of the defense.
Look left, comes back right. Nelson again at the 10.
Any part. Herbert's got a pretty big arm.
Taj Griffin bounces it, stretches. In for the touchdown. His second of the defense back for 1st down from the 13. Herbert on the roll, turning those shoulders. Now headed back the other way. Wants Dylan Mitchell. Floats it out there, incomplete.
That's why they have such a good special teams play.
Tony Brooks James gets a few, and it's 3rd down. Off of the hands and incomplete.
They'll go find success somewhere else.
Grass is always greener on the other side, right?
Yeah.
Denver Curvin makes the tackle.
Taunting penalty.
You're totally right. That was weird. Let's go down to Jenny Taft.
Let's talk. I want to see what media or any fans are saying about me.
I think we should do that too. Herbert gets drilled by Gardner.
Well, the interesting thing about Gaskin is, he didn't have 100 yards until last week. This is their win over Stanford.
So count at this point in his first career start. And a big hole off the left side for Lacoste, who put it on the ground, but it's a 34-yard line. It's Lacoste again. It's first time anybody's scored 70. A series that dates back to 1900.
And we started the conversation talking about the quarterback position, lack of success. Now this is probably, you're in the rebuilding phase if you're an Oregon fan. But to me, it starts with the quarterback. And when you have this up-tempo, high-powered offense, it's too tough. When you look at the success that Oregon's had in the past with quarterbacks, a lot of those guys have come into the program and they've grown up into it. They're much more effective and productive that way. And Jeremiah Masoli, even he was a JUCO transfer, but he still has at least a couple of years he can be in the system.
Lacoste again, and that O-line's opening up some good. On 2nd down, not much there this time. Lacoste. Washington cruising into its bye week. Blowout wins against Stanford and Oregon. Lacoste has a 1st down, 1st and goal.
Started to kind of fall apart a little bit, but
you know what's crazy about this Oregon team, and this has evolved into something.
60 versus Colorado, 280 versus Washington State. Tonight, 379 Washington has rushed for.
Lacoste put it on the ground again. Lacoste again, 4th down.
Down.
That roar you hear is from the Washington fans still here. And they'll roar even louder on a turnover on downs.